Today we're taking a look at the Dallas Mavericks vs Philadelphia 76ers match, which is happening on Monday, April 12, 2021, and giving you my betting tips and predictions in general on this game. Welcome back to High Stakes. Let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. After a weekend filled with thrilling NBA action, the Monday NBA slate has the Philadelphia 76ers making a stop in Dallas to battle with the Mavericks. The 76ers are overall and first in the Eastern Conference standings. The Dallas Mavericks are overall and 7th in the Western Conference standings. In February, these teams met with the 76ers winning 111-97. Joel Embiid led Philadelphia with 23 points and Luka Doncic led the Mavericks with 19 points. Last time out for Philly was on Saturday when they beat OKC 117-93. Joel Embiid toyed with OKC Thunder players in a 27-point performance on Saturday. Although he's gone just 1 of 14 from the three-point line since returning from his knee injury, Embiid has found it easy to bully opposition defenders inside the paint. The four-time All-Star shot only 25% in the last game between the Philadelphia 76ers and Dallas Mavericks, but will be looking to do better on Monday. Luka Doncic has the highest usage rate in the league this season, and for good reason. He runs the entire offensive show for the Dallas Mavericks, averaging 28.5 points, 8.7 assists, and 8.1 rebounds per game this season. The Slovenian has shown a marked improvement in defense as well. There have been very few occasions this year when Doncic didn't have a good performance, and the previous matchup against the Philadelphia 76ers was one of those. So here's my first betting suggestions for that game. The 76ers are 8-3-1 ATS in their last 12 road games and 7-3 ATS in their last 10 games playing on 1 day's rest. The Mavericks are 7-2 ATS in their last 9 home games, 4-0 ATS in their last 4 games against a team with a winning record, and 6-1 ATS in their last 7 games overall. Head-to-head, the over is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings in Dallas. The 76ers are 1-5 ATS in the last 6 meetings in Dallas, and the 76ers are 1-5 ATS in the last 6 meetings overall. The Mavericks have performed poorly against the spread at home this season at just 10-14, and they fail to cover by an average margin of 3.44 points for BetLabs. Moreover, they are 0-3 ATS on the second half of a back-to-back. On the flip side, the 76ers have not been particularly profitable either and are just 13-13 ATS on the road. So where is the angle? This will be a battle in the trenches, and while Doncic will always perform, he may have a bit more difficulty than normal with Simmons, an NBA all-defensive first-teamer, covering him. This will put tremendous weight on the shoulders of Porzingis. He shined Sunday night with 31 and 15 against the Spurs, but if he's held out or unable to contend with Embiid, this matchup will be all Philadelphia. The Mavericks prefer to orchestrate their offense from the half-court, and 84% of their possessions come within it. While they score the 5th most points per play in this situation, Philadelphia is even better in the half-court due to its ability to switch at will with multiple effective defenders between Simmons, Embiid and Matisse Thybulle. When these teams played on February 25th, Porzingis missed that game and the 76ers were 5-point favorites at home. The 76ers won that game 111-97 and limited Doncic to just 19 points, 3 rebounds and 4 assists. This was despite Embiid shooting just 25% from the floor and Harris scoring just 6 points. My first betting advice is to pick 76ers -2. The Philadelphia 76ers are in first place in the Eastern Conference as they remain tied with the Brooklyn Nets for the top spot in the East. The 76ers have gone 5-5 against the spread over their last 10 games, and are 13-13-2 against the spread on the road. Philadelphia was favored by 10 points against OKC on Saturday and defeated the Thunder by 24 points. The 76ers have been elite this season, and when healthy they post some of the best advanced metrics in the league. When the trio of Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris share the floor, the 76ers are plus 15.8 points per 100 possessions per cleaning the glass. This mark is in the 98th percentile, and it is the result of domination on both the offensive and defensive sides of the ball. The Philadelphia 76ers look for a win after splitting their last 10 games. The Philadelphia 76ers are averaging 113.7 points on 47.6% shooting and allowing 108.6 points on 45.2% shooting. Joel Embiid is averaging 29.4 points and 11.1 rebounds, while Tobias Harris is averaging 20.6 points and 3.6 assists. Ben Simmons is the third double-digit scorer, and Shake Milton is dishing 2.9 assists. The Philadelphia 76ers are shooting 36.7% from beyond the arc and 76.7% from the free throw line. The Philadelphia 76ers are allowing 36.2% shooting from deep and are grabbing 46.1 rebounds per game. Joel Embiid missed 10 games with a bone bruise in his left knee, and even last week he go an additional night off against New Orleans. Embiid feels he should still be a contender in the MVP race, he said to ESPN. Calm after the victory over the Thunder, "When it comes to the MVP stuff, I feel like I'm still right there. When I'm on the floor, I feel like I've been the best all season, just doing my thing, just dominating with the help of my teammates and the coaches putting me in positions to succeed." The 76ers had 6 players score in double figures against the Thunder. Embiid had 27, Furkan Korkmaz added 20 points after going 4-10 from three-point land. Ben Simmons had a quiet 28 minutes of work and dropped 13 points, while Seth Curry chipped in 11 points. Mike Scott and Shake Milton both came off the bench to score 13 and 12 points respectively. The advantage of having these three on the court is seemingly obvious, but they are excellent in the half-court. On offense, they score 104.7 points per possession, 94th percentile, and on defense they allow just 91.2 points per 191st percentile. Additionally, they limit their opponents to just a 21.4% rebounding rate and severely limit their second chance opportunities per cleaning the glass. The 76ers are able to control the game and dictate the pace, which is critical when facing elite competition. The Dallas Mavericks as of right now would be in the NBA playoffs as they hold down the 7th spot on the Western Conference standings. In the Southwest Division, the Dallas Mavericks are in first place with a 2.5-game lead over Memphis and 3.5-game lead over the Spurs. San Antonio looked like the hungrier team, and rightfully so, as they are currently on the outside looking in as they remain in the 9th playoff spot in the West. The Mavericks led at the intermission by 5 points but then were outscored by the Spurs over the next 2 quarters. Luka Doncic scored 29 points for the Mavericks in a game that had 12 lead changes. Kristaps Porzingis had 31 points and 15 rebounds before fouling out, while Josh Richardson chipped in 16 points to score in double figures in 4 of his last 5 games. The Mavericks' success ties directly to Doncic and how his teammates play off of him. Since Porzingis returned from injury earlier this season, when Doncic and Porzingis share the floor, the Mavericks' offense has been excellent, and they score 121.2 points per 100 possessions. However, their defense is lacking and they surrender 116.8 points per 100 per cleaning the glass. The Dallas Mavericks have been in great form as they've won 6 of their past 8 games, but they are looking to bounce back in this one after last night's heartbreaking 119-117 home loss to the Spurs. Kristaps Porzingis led the team with 31 points and 15 rebounds. Luka Doncic added 29 points with 7 assists on 10 of 17 shooting, while Josh Richardson chipped in with 16 points. As a team, the Mavericks shot 47% from the field and 13 of 42 from the three-point line as they looked to be in control after taking the lead at halftime, before the Spurs poured on 68 points in the second half, capped by the game winner from DeMar DeRozan with just half a second remaining. The Mavericks are 13-11 on their home court while going 6-4 in their last 10 games. Over that stretch, the Mavericks are averaging 108.2 points per game and giving up 103.3 points per game to opponents. Injuries for the Mavericks are J.J. Redick, Tyrell Terry, and Maxi Kleber. Doncic leads the way for the Mavericks in minutes and points per game with 35.1 minutes per game and 28.5 points per game. Porzingis has played in 33 games this year and is averaging 20.4 points per game. Despite only 2 points last night against the Spurs, Tim Hardaway Jr. is averaging 16.2 points per game. Jalen Brunson has averaged double digits in 4 of his last 5 games, and is averaging 12.8 points per game this season. So here's my second betting suggestions for that game. The 76ers are 2-5 ATS in their last 7 Monday games and 8-3-1 ATS in their last 12 road games. The Mavericks are 7-2 ATS in their last 9 home games and 6-1 ATS in their last 7 games overall. The under is 4-0 in 76ers last 4 overall. The under is 18-5 in Mavericks last 23 overall. The 76ers are 1-5 ATS in the last 6 meetings in Dallas and 1-5 ATS in the last 6 meetings. The Dallas Mavericks look for a win after winning 8 of their last 12 games. The Dallas Mavericks are averaging 111.5 points on 46.8% shooting and allowing 109.4 points on 45.3% shooting. Luka Doncic is averaging 28.5 points and 8.7 assists, while Kristaps Porzingis is averaging 20.4 points and 9.2 rebounds. Tim Hardaway Jr. is the third double-digit scorer and Jalen Brunson is grabbing 3.5 rebounds. The Dallas Mavericks are shooting 36.2% from beyond the arc and 77.6% from the free throw line. The Dallas Mavericks are allowing 36.2% shooting from deep and are grabbing 43.7 rebounds per game. My second betting advice for that game is to pick under 224.5. And here are some more stats. Mavericks are 9-1 ATS in their last 10 games following an ATS loss. 76ers are 0-4 ATS in their last 4 games following a straight-up win. Good luck to all of you. That's it for this video. Stay tuned and stay safe for the next betting tips and advice.